Um, Actually, I was a content manager in my ex-company, and during that time, I did a lot of research on Thai content, like which type of content is very well performing in the market. And one very interesting found out during 2019 was it's a merging era of Thai BL, and that's why I decided to make the first title, Manner of Death. And the difference between BL and BG is, I personally don't think it's so much different because it's all about how to produce a good content that's very catchy and the content is very interesting and it suits to the audience preference. So the only difference is there are two male leading casts in BL, and in BG there might be one girl, one boy, or a lot of leading cast, and the storytelling is mainly focused on romantic stuff in BL. For BG, sometimes it's not about romance. Yeah. So making BL is making a love story by different genre of the script. Yeah, that's, I think, the only difference for me. So for the casting of BL content, first thing first, they can act very good, very well performing actor. That's the first thing I'm looking for. Despite of the acting skill, I think the chemistry between them is very different. So that's why when I cast the cast for BL contents, I switch a lot of different actors and let them act together so that I can see the different chemistry between them, and finally choosing one that I think and my team think is the best chemistry one when they can act really good. So that's how I cast. Actually, the whole process is very difficult. So even though we have so many different good actors in the market, but chemistry is something very mysterious and very surprising. Actors themselves, if they can act very well, they can get into the character, then you can believe that it's them. So for example, in my stand-in, Ming is up and Poom is Joe. So that's the first thing we need to believe. And after that, the chemistry will occur when they can first get into the role very much. Yeah, but the whole process is not very easy because they also need to do a lot of workshop after casting. I think that BL contents or GL contents are there for tools to speak out for specific type of people. So especially LGBT group, I want to show that in my content, it's to normalize the life of people in different roles, different environment. So it needs to be balanced because you need to see what's the main genre of your contents. So if it's drama, romantic, then you have to balance between drama and romantic. If it's like suspense, BL, then you need to see if the romance is enough to balance the seriousness of suspense. So that's how it's not about balancing issue, but it's balancing the weight between different feeling in the contents that deliver out. So sometimes we want to think that in the whole series, what's the key message it deliver out for LGBT group or for human being. And we will deliver it through dialogue and sometimes some social issue, some plot happening in the series, and that can be the strong message that we can send it out. So first thing first, I have to take a look through the story. If it's from existing series from other countries, or is it from a very well-known novel, or some new novels from Thailand or from China, or from other places. So I have to see is the story adaptable for Thai audience first thing. Other than global audience, because you need to make a good local series and itself can travel to global by itself. And secondly, I have to consider if the story is good enough, is the original IP is very well known in some market already, that will be easier for me to do marketing, of course, because there's existing fans that are looking forward to see the series itself. And however, I think the content, the story, the plot, and the whole big idea of the original IP is the most important stuff. So if you cannot make something that's very suits to the local like Thai audience, I don't believe that the content can go so far. Yeah. Okay, so it is very difficult for my stand-in to adapt it to Thai series because as we know, the original IP is a very well-known Chinese novel in China, right? So I'm very scared actually, like will the novel audience like my series, or do they even want to see this in the series form? And yes, when we announced, like the first day we announced that we're gonna make it into Thai, there's a lot of like people talking about this, and it's on Weibo's trend. So that's a very scary thing for me, because when I first take a look in Weibo's comments, right, it's almost half and half, like negative and positive. So positive is like, it is better to take it into Thai than into Chinese novel, Chinese series, because due to the regulation in China, there might be something that will be deleted out from the original IP. The negative thing is they will say like, who are they? Why they select my best novel in my heart? Why is it in Thai? And like, I don't think this is gonna be good. So many negative feedback, and it was very pressure to adapt this one. And the difficulty on the story side, so we need to localize the content into a very acceptance from Thai audience. So how they eat, what food they eat, how they speak, how they react to different things. For example, death of a main role, how Thai culture react and do the funeral for this main actor. That's a very very sensitive things and very hard and challenging for us to adapt it. Yes, even until now, I'm still not confident on like this is it like really answer the questions from original audience heart. Like, do they like it? I really want to know their feedback. So fans' feedback and expectation does affect my personal like mental health. Like, can I say mental health? Yeah, because it's very stressful. Yeah, but on decision-making side, it will not affect much. I mean, like, of course, I want to let them like my contents, but as a producer, when you make some judgment and when you make some decision, you have to be very objective, like not like bringing personal feelings, except like I like the content, that's my personal feeling. But it's like when you once make a decision, you go back to like online platform and see the comments. Do not like change your mind, because sometimes you are influenced by maybe 2 people or 3 people, but their comments are very strong. Yeah, but you didn't realize that there might be other 100 people who looking forward to your contents no matter what. So that will be a hard thing to balance your own feeling than making decision. My next project actually is still confidential, but I would say it's a very interesting story that's also very challenging to adapt because it was originally very famous. And so I'm still looking for some very good team in the market to to select which director, which producer might be suitable for these projects. Yeah, it's coming next year.